Good morning, my tubers. Welcome back to another draft here on Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your magic card needs. It's a little bit early. We're on some baby hours, but you know what? That's fine. We've got some Lost Caverns of Ixalan ahead of us. So let's just jump right in and see what we got here for our pick one, pack one. Bringer of the Last Gift. This is a pretty cool card. It's not always going to be good. It's like a living end, I believe, kind of, right? On a 6/6 flyer for 8, so very expensive, but very powerful effect. Let's see. Enters the battlefield if you cast it, so you cannot cheat it into play from the graveyard or whatever. Each player sacrifices all other creatures they control, then each player returns all creature cards from their graveyard that weren't put there. Yeah, so you want to maximize your graveyard value when you have this card, and you need to get to 8 mana hard cast. Geological Appraiser, next best card in the pack. I don't really have much time to go over anything else. We're going to take the Bringer. We're going to try it out. Try to do some maybe graveyard shenanigans, but I'm going to stay open here. I'm not going to just force it. So if, for example, Captain Storm is the best card out of this pack, I will probably just take it, but I don't know what this is. Braided Net enters the battlefield with 3 net counters. You remove a net counter from it, tap another target non-land permanent. It's activated, but it can't be activated for as long as it remains tapped. And you craft into draw a card for each artifact you control, then put this into its owner's library, third from the top. That's not too bad. 3 tap downs is quite a few tap downs of value, and then turns into at least 4 mana draw a card, but ideally you're getting at least, what, 3+, I would say. Let's see here. What else do we have? There's like the Cycler. That would be good for the Bringer. I think Captain Storm here looks like the best card, though. 2 mana 2/2 that whenever an artifact enters, you get a 1/1 counter. I mean, red-blue artifact aggro is extremely strong from what I've seen, so I'm going to take the Storm here. Ooh, and now we have a Zoetic Glyph. This has been one of my favorite uncommons in the format. This is just so much value, right? Everybody has a ton of random artifacts, whether they be, you know, your map tokens, your treasures, or just a normal artifact otherwise. And the fact that you discover 3 when this is put into the graveyard from the battlefield gives you a lot of value there too. Dusk Rose Reliquary, another good one. No, this looks like a good Zoetic Glyph choice. Into potentially like an Eaten by Piranhas removal spell. You know what we could do? I have not drafted the blue-red Uber aggro deck, and the Goblin Tomb Raider here is one of the nicer aggressive creatures for that one, right? Yeah, it turns into a 2/2 haste if you have an artifact for 1 mana, so I could take that here and kind of just force the Uber aggro. I think I'm kind of feeling that. Pirate Hat here. Oh, no. We've got a Waterwind Scout. Another fantastic card. Love this one. 3 mana 2/2 flying. So Windrake baseline, but then you get a map token as well. It's a good one for sure. Captain Storm triggers. Okay, so whenever an artifact enters, it doesn't have to be cast or whatever, so it does work with things like the Scout here. I think Pirate Hat is surprisingly good in these style of decks as well. I've been pretty happy with Scampering Surveyor anytime I've gotten any number of the hidden lands, the caves that you can sacrifice to discover. This is a fantastic start. Sunfire Torch, another really, really solid one that I think people sleep on. Same thing with Tinker's Tote. I think later on in the format, you're not going to see Tinker's Totes going super late. Like this is 6-pick pack 1. I wouldn't expect that to go that late later on. Deadweight, obviously fine. Pirate Hat. Let's make sure we get one of those. This is not a pirate, is it? No, it's a scout. But the Tomb Raider and the Captain are both pirates. 1 mana to equip is super strong. I think Wizards of some of the R&D members of Wizards of the Coast, excuse me, were saying that they called the pirate hat like the Smuggler's Copter Light or something. Wow, that is crazy good. Another Waterwind Scout here, pick 8. And Brazen Blademaster is pretty good too, I think, in this deck. I haven't played this deck, and I don't think I've played against this deck, but Like, right, it's a 3-mana 4/4 when it attacks. As long as you have some artifacts. I'm gonna take the flyer with the map token, though. Second pirate hat. I think so. I wonder how many Goblin Tomb Raiders I would play. Like, for example, if I had the opportunity to draft 5 of them, would I take 5? I guess the thing I would need is a way to push through some of the bigger dinos or whatever, just bigger creatures in general. Because we might be able to put a lot of early pressure, but then if the opponent kind of stabilizes, how are we going to finish them off, you know? Ugh. All right. First sip of coffee is going to feel wonderful, I'm sure. Provided I don't scald my tongue and mouth. I think we made the right decision. Second picking the Captain Storm, that is. We haven't really seen any of like the best of the black cards anyway. What's the Join the Dead? Is that what it's called? The 3-mana -5/-5. Shipwreck Sentry, 2-mana 3/3 pirate. It's probably fine here. I bet you Ancestor's Aid isn't too bad of a combat trick either. Right? Helps the small creatures push through and it gives you an artifact. Third pirate hat, or do we take the Hotfoot Gnome? 3 pirate hats seems like a little bit excessive. I don't know if we're going to play the gnome, but we can find other pirate hats later. Okay, that's a good first pack. Deep Root Pilgrimage here are open for pack 2. Whenever one or more non-token merfolk you control become tapped, make a 1/1 blue merfolk creature with hexproof. We do have the double scouts, but I don't think that's what we want to take here, is it? Probably not. What do we have for us? We have the Brazen Blade Master, Rumbling Rock Slide. Actually, that's probably the best choice. A little bit of removal. And Plundering Pirate. I like this card a lot. 3/2 for 3 that makes a treasure when it enters the battlefield is honestly pretty surprisingly good. But this is one of the ways that I can kill something bigger, right? I have 6 creatures right now. I have 4 pirates right now. Yeah. Taking the removal spell seems right. Need to get some braids and whatnot, though. Ooh, yeah. This is a good one, too, isn't it? 2/1 for 2. ETB, look at the top 4, and you can put an artifact or pirate from among them into your hand. So 2/1 for 2 that is oftentimes going to draw a card seems really good because, what, we have 4 or 5 pirates. We have a couple of artifacts. Rampaging Ceratops, a nice aggressive one. Hard to block. There goes a pirate again. Probably not wheeling too much out of this pack. Council of Echoes. Nope. Let's see. Brackish Blunder is okay. Just as a little bit of tempo. Return a creature to its owner's hand. If it was tapped, you make a map. I don't know if the Cogwork Wrestler is what we want here, but I would bet you it's probably not that bad. It's an artifact, and it lets your creatures win in combat. I'm actually thinking this is probably going to be okay in this type of deck. And I kind of want to just get more 1-drops, although ideally we get more, what, Tomb Raiders. Another solid enough choice here. I kind of like Atali's Favor. 3-mana pump plus hit, generally a creature. Hidden Volcano would be a safe pickup. There's another Blunder, another Sentry. Don't think you need to take the Sentries early. Kind of dig taking the Favor here over the Volcano. Oh, what is this? That is a ton of blue and red cards. Okay. Whenever another dino enters the battlefield under control, you may have this creature's base power become equal to that creature's power until end of turn. So it would be a 2-mana 3/2 trample in our deck. Not bad. Here's a pirate. At the beginning of your end step, if you descended, you make a treasure. That's pretty good. And then we have another torch. I'm going to go with the pirate here. And hope that the torch wheels, but I'm guessing it would not. Man, Master's Guide Mural is so good. This is one of my favorite win cons for like the blue-white artifact deck. And probably a card I could consider splashing here. Till end of turn, target artifact or creature becomes a dinosaur artifact with base power 4/3. Honestly, that's probably playable in this deck. And then draw 3, discard a card is fine. I'll take the mural. It's going to have highest upside. I don't know if I'm actually going to end up running it, though. I think Daring Discovery is an okay trick to have as well. Up to 3 target creatures can't block this turn, and then you discover 4, so... While generally I'm not going to be discovering into something huge or impressive, I think this is probably just good enough of a card. Minecart, also happy with that one. 3/3 makes a treasure. Alright, not a bad pack too, as we wheel the Brazen. I want to get my curve lower though. I guess I'll take the Compass Gnome here just in case. Let's take the Blunder again. Yeah, we could have had like 7 pirate hats. So I have 6 artifact cards, and then I have a couple of ways to make artifacts, but actually I don't have as many artifacts as I thought I would. So these Shipwreck Sentries are maybe slightly awkward. I guess the Minecart can make a treasure every... Oh no, that doesn't even work. This has to attack to make the treasure, and by that point, you've passed the phase. All I know is we need like 3 more Tomb Raiders and a couple more artifacts otherwise. And is it too much to ask for in a braid? I don't think we've seen it in a braid yet. Okay, excuse me, sorry. On to pack 3. Ooh, we've opened one of the best red rares. God, this card is so sick. I've lost to it, I think, every time my opponent has played it. Breeches, Eager, Pillager. 3/3 for 3 with first strike. Whenever a pirate you control attacks, including itself, you choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. Which means if you attack with multiple pirates, you get to choose multiple of these effects. So they're all value. You make a treasure, you make something not block, or you get some card value. Like, card is really freaking great. I am losing out on... Actually, losing out on a couple of good ones. The Militia is a great card. Reach damage card. That, yeah. And then the Goblin Tomb Raider number 2. Breeches is nuts, though. Basically a bomb. Another really good pack. I think Dreadmaw's Ire is a fantastic combat trick, because it's cheap, and there are so many artifacts in the format, but I don't know how I'm going to pass the Geological Appraiser here. 4 mana, 3/2, Discover 3s. It's like a baby Bloodbraid elf, right? Oh, another one, you know what, I haven't gotten yet is the Waylaying Pirates. Just a hill giant with the tap down effect. Later on in the format, this could change. Maybe Dreadmaw's Ire is like the nuts, but Appraiser's really good too. And Caparocti's Sunborn is also really, really crazy good. Whenever it attacks, you may tap 2 untapped artifacts and or creatures if you do discover 3. And like, I have the Master's Guide Mural. I just... What's my fixing? I have a Compass Gnome, a Careening Minecart. I guess Breeches. I didn't take any of those 3 mana 3/2s that make a treasure, though. Ah, like there's a Tomb Raider here I could just take, but Sunborn is so sick. I'm just going to keep it safe and keep it 2-color. There's another Tomb Raider. There's another good white artifact, the Clay-Fired Bricks. Volcano is safe. We'd love to get like one more goblin, or not goblin, Sunfire Torch. Nothing in that pack there for us. I think any combination of like Jeskai artifacts, we would have ended up with a really good build. I want this Militia really badly too, but I'm wondering if the Cataract is just better since I have so many playables already. My artifact count is actually a little bit low. Gosh, these Tomb Raiders are kind of sus. Cataract is safe, but Militia has huge upside. I don't think we're playing the Erasca Puzzle Door for that. I mean, I'm going to take the Militia. Maybe slightly moving more into just like red-blue aggro instead of red-blue artifacts. No, no artifacts here, dang it. Not for us anyways. Some of the cards that care about having an artifact, but not the artifact cards. I wonder if I didn't take the cheap artifacts highly enough. I don't think I was supposed to take any more Pirates hats, though, for what it's worth. Yeah, we still got one more pick that we haven't seen, and then some wheels, so we still might get there on a few artifacts. Waterlogged Hulk. Yeah, that just doesn't have any synergy. I mean, I guess I could just run this Hotfoot Gnome, for example, as another artifact. And cut one of the payoff cards like the Brazen Blade Master. That's probably fine. More sentries, but not artifacts. I'm hoping I don't need to run the Cartographer's Companion, but might be a necessity. Don't want to be running Buried Treasure, but again, might be a necessity. What do we end up? We have 7 artifacts plus 1, 2, 3. This is one and it makes ones. That doesn't really count. I guess the Scallywag makes artifacts. Okay, I mean, we should be okay. Simply just could be better, though. Like I said, I don't think I want to be running those Buried Treasures. This looks good. Oh, wow, he even got a super late Cataract. So I'm probably going to cut some of these sentries then. Because the artifact has to enter the battlefield that turn, so these are probably worse. And I have a bunch of other 2-drops anyways. In fact, I could probably cut a couple of the sentries. Or what if I just cut all 3 sentries? 1, 2, 3, 4. We still have 5 2-drops and 4 1-drops. And then I could throw in just another random artifact or something. I'd prefer to have another 2, but actually, you know what? Yeah, maybe this is just better to cut all the sentries out of this build. And I think I might try the Daring Discovery after all. Okay, that actually looks pretty good. I'm pleased with this. I think we can get away with 18 or 17 lands. We have the pirate hats to loot, so while you could run fewer lands in this build, I think running 17, especially with one of them being a cataract as well, is fine. Nice little blue-red pseudo artifact aggro. Let's see if we can get some wins. I mean, it's a keep. This hand would be insane if we were on the play. Triple Tome Raider, huh? Enterprising Scallywag as well. Do we seriously have, like, a mirror match here? Well, good news is it doesn't hurt to go grab our tapped blue land. That's fine. Plundering Pirate. This is going to be a pretty funny next turn. Oh, they're going to torch my compass, but we're going to get one turn of a triple Tome Raider attack at least. In fact, I'm just going to attack with all of them, right? Because if they trade with the Compass Gnome, then they're not equipping the Torch and killing. They opted to trade with the non-artifact, oddly. They have the Zoetic Glyph combo. Very nice. So the Diamond Pickaxe is indestructible, and the Glyph... Yeah. So indestructible 5/4. I think we're just going to play the Scallywag and pass. Jeez, and that's the last card in their hand. Wow. Okay, well. I mean, I guess we're going to turn ours into the 5/4 as well, but 5/4 indestructible. Kind of gross. We need our, what's it called, that 5 mana. Up to 3 creatures can't block card. Oh, that's really good too. That's really good. I mean, they're not low enough to where it's insane, but it helps us keep a little bit of pressure on them, since their board is so big. Probably taking 6 here, gonna kill my Scallywag. We have draws, but we need to draw them soon. Flyer is not a bad draw, plus that makes 2 permanents for the Militia. Oh, the map has to tap, doesn't it? No, that's fine. We don't need to explore this turn. I'm leaving back one of the Tome Raiders to chump here now. I can't tap everything, otherwise I'd just be dead. Notably, while the equipment is a creature like this, they cannot equip it to anything. What the hell? Magmatic Galleon. ETB 5 damage to a creature. Whenever one or more creatures your opponents control do excess combat damage, create a treasure. For real, dude. Alright, well now I just take it. Just dead here to the Flyer. Oh, man. Okay, well. it was a mirror match, and they simply had stronger cards, bigger cards. That kind of felt bad, but so be it. That's what I was talking about, though, during the draft, right? We have a lot of good early pressure, but it might be hard for us to push through some bigger creatures, and certainly, well, a 5/4 indestructible was going to be hard to beat no matter what, unless I drew one of my ways to deal with it. This is a nice looking hand again. Wow, this is... Okay, this is the, like, dream hand, I'd say. So we're going to go turn 1 Raider, turn 2 Storm, turn 3 Artifact. Start going off from there. This is going to be gross. Two ain't gonna cut it, my friend. Oh, we drew Breeches? Oh my god. Alright, that's insane. We have like the ideal curve. We get to make a treasure here, and then make their creature unable to block. Then we get to pump, and we also grow our Tome Raider. Literal perfect curves here. Wow. This is absolutely disgusting. Like now we have attacking with 3 pirates, right? We make it so the 3/3 can't block. We make a treasure, we get a trigger, and we also get to draw a card. Yeah, I mean, I could have probably played this Tome Raider pre-combat as well, but... That, yeah. So, that was literally the perfect curve on the play. Holy smokes. Just draw like that every single game. How hard could that be? Not quite. It's a good hand, though. We're going to lead with turn 2 Staunch Crewmate. Yeah, this is another very good hand. No! Stupid bat. And my deck has very, very little burn. I guess they're going to take Captain Storm. Ah, they could take Staunch. Yeah, they took Storm. As long as we hit some artifact or pirate there, the card is worthwhile, even if we're just hitting one of our 1-drops, you know? Screaming Phantom. Okay. Man, so many flyers in this format are so pushed. Oh, they have a rare land. Till end of turn, this becomes a 2/3 black and red insect with menace. Whenever attack, you may discard a card if you do draw a card. Alright. Did they seriously just discard a Braid? Oh no, they milled it off of the Screaming Phantom. God, I was gonna say. I don't mind taking it here since we have the pirate map. Also, we have 2 maps, so we might want to buff up our flyer given the possibility or opportunity. It's fine. Why did he use my island there? What the hell? You're kidding? Wow, what a joke. What a freaking joke. I think I like this play, though. Just traded our 1-drop for their 4-drop. Gotta like that. Okay, they did not mill a permanent this time, so no descending value there. That was a risky play by them. So this can't block. Discard. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good about our spot. It could swing in an instant, though. They still have the creature, land, they still have 2 cards in hand. Now remember, they know I have this in my hand, so it does make it a little bit more awkward for them. Five, 6, it's going to give something a buff. All right. Are they going to attack with that this turn? Because what if I just take it? Aren't they dead? They can only block with 2 creatures next turn? All right, I just take it, right? That doesn't have lifelink. Lifelinker can't block. Exile top card and make a treasure. Nice. Yeah, this archetype, this deck is looking really nice. I mean, the last couple of games I've had some great draws, but we do have a lot of consistency, so the only high roll we've been getting is that we've drawn Breeches, and oh, I guess we drew Storm that game too, but they just took it. It has the potential to be an insane hand. Oh my lord. Okay. We need to draw an artifact so badly here. Any artifact. Any artifact. Come on. That's not it. Don't mind that trade. Oh boy. We drew all the payoffs and no artifacts. Come on, deck. Nice, nice, nice. That works beautifully. I'm actually going to pump one of my Tome Raiders here because the Captain Storm is already so relevant. I'm debating if I want to attack with Storm as well. I don't think we do. Yeah. And now I'm going to go ahead and use the map on my Scout. That's worth it. 2-1 that probably draws a card. Oh, okay. Well, it didn't, but I'm going to attack now with everything. And if they have another removal like the Saw Blaze, so be it. Good news is we did bottom a bunch of junk. Although, we don't mind drawing a 5th land here with the Daring Discovery in hand. Sure. That's decent. Put That on our flyer. Beautiful. Hit a pirate hat. It's gonna trigger. Can equip the pirate hat for 1 now, and then yeah, we attack with all. And if they eat my wow, both of these are nuts. If they eat the Captain Storm, they go to 1, so that's fine. I don't know. I think you can keep the castable Hotfoot Gnome there, but I kind of like keeping the Discovery. Like, they already have to deal with basically everything anyways. I have a feeling I'm gonna love drafting this deck, but that this deck will probably not be available very frequently. Like, remember, this is, as of this recording anyways, this is day 2 of the format being online, so people are still getting accustomed to the format, learning stuff, right? It's going to be one of those decks that when it comes together, it's great, but you're not going to have it come together that frequently. Alrighty. That is keepable, but sad. Turn 1 Tomb. Tomb, rather. Well, crap, another mirror match. Not ideal. Ah, mirror match where they have the turn 2 captain. We don't entirely mind them bouncing their own, or rather, buffing their own captain, as at least we can bounce it later on. We have a swamp now? I mean, they're going to trade for my Hotfoot, but I think that's fine. I think leaving back to block is pretty bad, because if they just play another artifact to make Storm a 4/4, right, we kind of get wrecked. Although we do want to entice them to keep pumping the Storm, because we'd rather them go all in one creature. Zayoa Lava Tongue. At the beginning of your end step, if you descended, each opponent may discard a card or sack a permanent. Deals 3 damage to each opponent who didn't. Okay. Ah, lost 3 good ones, dang it. So they're splashing for that thing, huh? I don't know if that card's worth splashing for, but clearly they have something. Given that I have Blunder in my hand, I'm just going to take it, because I don't really want to run into a trick right now. Daring Discovery is certainly not as good when you're behind. Yeah, would have gotten blown out. Alright, I'm taking 8. They have not descended, notably. They still have 2 more cards in their hand. Sheesh. Where's my damn pirate hat? I said, where's my pirate hat? Oh, they're still buffing their captain. That's really good for us. I hope they equip their captain and not their Zoya. Damn. They discarded a second captain, huh? So what's the... Discard a card or sack a permanent. 3 damage to each opponent who didn't, so that's fine. I guess I'm gonna bounce the storm and then just take 3 then. Jeez Louise, dude. Okay. I guess I'm gonna double block. Oh, I should have actually left back the crewmate in one of the Tomb Raiders, yeah. Remember, that thing has Death Touch, so I'm gonna have to 2-for-1 myself. Alright, I take it back. I'm going to be chumping. So I guess they were just a lot more 3-color than I was giving them credit for. I guess the Spike Tail is fine because it searches for the swamp. And I'm going to have to discard another card here. That would have been good a long time ago. Alright, GG's. That ain't gonna cut it. Yeah, too far behind. Turn 2 captain, no removal spell. That's probably gonna end a lot of games, huh? So both losses so far have been to, like, kind of the mirror. Three and 2. Okay, on the play. Hand is fantastic. Love this. Yeah, when you high roll, it feels good. Turn 1 Raider, turn 2 Gnome, grab a land, turn 3 Breeches. Okay, do we want to grab a land still? I guess we don't. One, 3. Okay. And we are going to make their we're going to make their Capybara unable to block, so if they want to trade their Guidewing for my Gnome, I'm okay with that. The fewer creatures they have on the battlefield, the better it is for us. And now, next turn, presumably we'll be attacking with 2 creatures. I don't actually need to play the Torch pre-combat, but I guess it's worth getting in 1 extra point of damage off of the Raider. The question is, do I want to make a treasure or go for the value? I think what we're going to do now is just attack with both, right? Make the 2/4 unable to block, and then go for the exile a card. Nice. I'm gonna let them block with their Basking, and I'd rather just bounce the 3 mana spell here. Man, Breeches is so stupid. The fact that it also has First Strike makes it so hard to do anything but have a removal spell for. Sure, so they're going to equip their Tendril so it doesn't die to the Torch. Oh, they messed up there. That's another pretty good draw. Okay. So yeah, attack with both. Make the 2/4 unable to block. I think we're going to make a treasure here because we're sacrificing the torch to kill the tendril. So we're going to still keep an artifact and deal damage. I guess I should have played the Appraiser pre-combat if this was my play. Whoops. Yeah, I probably missed 1 damage plus a loot. No! Breeches down. Darn it. Pretty good. Alright, let's go for this, though. Nice. We hit a rock slide to 5 damage. That works out. We will equip for the 1 extra point, I think. Oh yeah, Favor's better than Captain Storm now here. Four for 4 with Ward 2. If a triggered ability of another creature control type triggers, it triggers an additional time. Sure. It chose cat, so if they have like more of these cat warriors, they can get multiple of those triggers. That'll work. GG. The finishing blows. Because we can tap the pirate hat as well. Nice. Okay. Let's just draw breaches every game. Seems to make things a lot more simple. Uh-oh, I hear baby crying. Okay, there it is. That is another amazing hand. Turn 1 Raider, turn 2 Storm, turn 3 Breeches. The dream. Versus the Echo of Dusk. Alright, no deadweights, no join the deads. No, I said none. None of those things. I think I want to make it so they can't block this turn, because this is another pirate to multi-trigger. So as long as Breeches doesn't die here, we can make something unable to block and whatnot. Yeah, that's fine. So attack. 3/4 can't block. Exile top card. They're gonna block the Raider. We get to cogwork them. Shrink, eat. And I guess I do play the land for free value. We still need a little bit more oomph here, because they just have one of the best cards. Okay, well, this card is so stupid good. 6/5 trample for 5. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you reveal that many cards from the top of your library and put a creature or land from among them onto the battlefield, and then when it dies, it flips and they can do it again and stuff. We want to hit a spell here to breach it a turn, or turn it to a 4/4. God, we bricked. I mean, yeah. Just have to let O'Hare hit me. We have to cross our fingers that they can't hit too much. Alright, they did hit a land and a Mycoid. So stupid good. 5 mana for this? Like, come on. The fact that we hit a land off of that map exploration is a huge deal. That would have been 4 extra damage that we had on their face. Creature and or land, so they get Coatl, Scavenger, and Deadweight, and they have more than enough permanents in their graveyard. Is this any permanent? Yeah. F. Okay, this is fair. Oh, we're gonna chain a little bit here. So the spider has reach. Yeah, we have to get really pingy here. I can't do any more, otherwise they can return Deadweight and kill me. So we have to leave a few blockers up like this. I'm guessing the one card that might be able to win us next turn is our up to 3 creatures can't block card. There's the Scavenger. Just get Deadweight back, I assume. Yep. Alright, we'll just take the hit then, and let them get another look at 6 cards for a land and a creature. So, just a 1/1 Death Touch and a land. That's not the end of the world, thankfully. Obviously, free value is free value. That goes any target. Let's see, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blockers here. Is there something I can hit off of the reveal of Breeches to win the game? Would have to be an instant. I don't think I have anything. Blunder doesn't work. One, two, three, 4 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attackers. So it's probably just better to ping with these things. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to find lethal here. I wouldn't be able to survive next turn anyways, so I think attacking is right. And it was just a land anyways. Okay, GG's. Yep. Well, the game was decided on 1 card. That sucks, but that's the way Magic is sometimes. Really, if we just had like one piece of interaction for that, just like the tempo, like our brackish blunder or something, we probably would have been able to race it because we had breaches. So good stuff. That deck was really, really cool. We lost 2 effective mirror matches, and then we died to some crazy bomb, one of the best rares in the format. So not too bad overall. I think I'm gonna have a really good time drafting this deck a lot. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back next time. Bye-bye.